Lightly.
Well, hello, Miss Gray. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Would you like a snack, a beverage?
I would love some.
Well,
Thank
please
you.
help yourself. Thank you for allowing me to come in. Enjoyed your video. Thank you for sharing and then allowing me to come in. So, I have a few questions for you. We're going to just talk. On a scale of 1 to 10, how close was the lesson to a 10 for you?
Does it involve, so a 10 being like a
Just,
perfect
yes,
lesson?
just everything, the ideal school, ideal setting, all of that. One, of course, the low end.
Well, I can still learn on a lot of different things. I think every teacher has a point where they can still be learning, no matter if they've been
Mhm.
teaching for 20 years or 1 year in my case, less than a year. I believe if you factor in school and how, I believe about a 6 or so.
Okay.
I feel like there's a lot I can learn and a lot I can do, and a lot that environmentally I can't change. And so I
And
believe that I
change
did
to
pretty
make
well
it
with my
closer to a 10. I know you just touched on
Mhm.
not talking as long or getting, I guess, um, what do you think that talking is? Are you explaining the lesson? Are you just so into it or?
I think it's explaining. I think a lot of times that, I need to talk and
Okay.
talk and
Anything else that you would adjust to bring it up to a 10 or
Hmm.
closer to a 10? Of course, no one's perfect.
I mean, I also said a 6 because of environmental reasons when it comes to, um, I wish that we had the ability to have a parapro in a lot of other classes, um, which we don't have the ability to do here as of right now. I know with kindergarten we do have parapros, we can't bring them in, but I wish we could have them activity to activity, and I don't think I did that as much in that lesson. So,
Transitioning and cutting down the verbiage.
Mhm.
So while you're transitioning or transitioning from one to another, what would it look like for the students?
If they're going straight
Would
into
they
another
rem-
activity, they should be listening. No matter what, they should be engaged and they should be listening. And I believe that's something that happens really well. I think it depends on the class,
Mhm.
but it depends on their teacher. But for me, they have the same expectation when they walk in the room. So.
Our area is a little different.
Mhm.
How would you measure or assess that is getting better or done
What I like to
correctly
do
for you?
is, for example, when I taught about high and low, I have different patterns of sound that go from low to high, high to low, and different things. What I do is I bring them up one by one, or I call on them one by one. And sometimes it takes me a few weeks, and that's why I have it a unit. So that's why they're learning high and low, up and down right now. They will hear a sound, so it'll be a high to low, low to high, and they have to tell me what direction it went. And so that shows me how well that they're understanding the material, but it's a game to them. And I also teach them that it's okay to fail because it helps us in the long run because we learn from our failures. So if somebody gets it wrong, I always am like, okay, well, good try. Let's try again in a minute. It is good to fail. And I told a class the other day that the author of Harry Potter, she went to several different publishers before her book was even published, and people told her over and over again that it was not going to be a success. And look what it is now. So that's a big thing for me. We're gonna fail,
For us
and we're gonna
to
learn
work
from our
together.
garbage. Garbage for
Okay.
sure.
All right. Would it really matter to you if we hit that goal?
It would be a good thing to hit.
What teaching strategy will you try to hit that goal
To
with?
explain, other than verbal, maybe visual, maybe auditory, maybe something different for the kids, something kinesthetic, or just showing them instead of speaking. Because I did notice that when I taught, I do a couple things with the rhythm sticks. I don't have to say a word. I can just hold them out, and they'll look at me and they'll hold them out.
Mm-hmm.
I can hold them up, and they'll hold them up. So applying that, say if I'm teaching them about a game, instead of saying, okay, we're going to sing this today. We're going to sing this. Okay, repeat after me. Instead, just looking at them, when I notice that silence does a lot. Getting quiet, and then they get quiet. And then saying one phrase or singing one phrase. And they know to repeat after me. I don't have to say it over and over again. And so instead, just those small cues that I don't have to do verbally. I guess that's something I can introduce more because I don't do that a ton.
So would you consider like that being a cooperative learning or community building? Maybe that the kids, do you do peer where they teach each other or shoulder buddies? Would you want to focus on adding more cooperative learning in so that they could teach others or work together so that would be less of you explaining?
That'd be a great idea. I didn't think about that. I do a little bit of cooperative learning and especially teaching each other, but a little bit. That'd be a great idea to do in order for them to understand the material better, and that way they can teach each other, and then I wouldn't have to say as much as well. So I guess that'd be a great idea. I'll try that.
And then we can look into maybe different ways of you possibly integrating that, and then those kids that maybe are higher. I understand you. So we want to spend less time talking to the students, more time with them engaged and working on the lesson or the unit or the assignment. So that is our goal, and we want to use cooperative learning as our strategy. And so if that works and you want it to be successful, are you willing to implement it in the next few weeks and see where we go in our next meeting and what we could tweak and things like that?
Absolutely. I'd try it next week.
Okay.
I'm in the middle of lesson planning, so that'd be wonderful to try.
Okay. So is there anything else that I can do to help you? Because I want us to work together. It's not a coach telling you, it's we are a team. So anything that I can help you with, I would love to help you with. I did see in the lesson that you used technology, had that, and the children seemed to be very engaged, and they seemed to enjoy the rhythm sticks and activities. So anything that I can do to assist you.
Maybe ask me every once in a while how it's going and how implementing it in my lesson has been, especially starting it next week on Monday.
Sounds great.
Not just with my younger, but with all. So trying that out.
Okay. And so we're supposed to pick a peer goal, and a peer goal is very similar to a SMART goal, which we use for TEEFs. You want to make sure that it is measurable. You want to make sure that you are passionate. That's why I asked you, did it mean a lot to you to reach this goal? Is it a realistic goal? You know, so we do agree that you are passionate about what you do, and this is something that you've desired. We know that it's going to be realistic. We think that we can measure this and we can accomplish it. So it's very similar to the SMART goal, but the word is just peers instead of SMART. So it's just basically the same concept that you set up for your TEECs. So I like that we have a goal and that we are going to hopefully we are going to reach this goal. And I appreciate your time, and definitely we will keep in touch, and if there's anything else I can do for you, please let me know. All right, well, thank you for your time.